I'd like to read from a book entitled Ellie by Mary Christner Borntrager. It's about an Amish girl and her desire to succeed in a world of strict paternal figures in her life, including her father. I'll begin in one of the most interesting chapters, Chapter 4, Jacks and Half Moon Pies is the title of Chapter 4. So let's begin there, because any piece of literature is interesting and remarkable. Little droplets of water from the early morning rain still clung to the school's window panes. It seemed as if they were reluctant to let go. But the sun shone brightly, creating a crystal effect, and everything was fresh and clean. God is not angry anymore, thought Ellie, and I'm glad. She felt at peace with herself, too. Children, you have worked hard to learn your alphabet and numbers, said Miss Olive. Therefore, I have brought a game for you which will help you learn them better. Here's how it works. She set a large decorated wastebasket on her desk so all the children could see it. The basket contained many different colored paper fish with various numbers and letters glued to their sides. Next, the teacher held up a dowel stick with a string attached and a magnet fastened at the end. It looked like it was a small fishing pole, and that's exactly what it was. Inside this basket, explained Miss Olive, are many construction paper fish. Each fish has a number or letter printed on its side and a paper clip fastened to its mouth. You will take this little fishing pole and catch a fish with the magnet. You will then tell the class what number or letter that fish has swallowed. The children laughed and clapped their hands in excitement. Me first! Let me! Now, wait. There are some other things we need to do first, the teacher reminded them. This is what we will do at our regular ABC and number study time. That isn't until after first recess, reasoned Ellie. But she obediently got out her practice writing pad and pencil and began to work. Carefully, she formed the oval shapes and traced over other forms and objects shown. It didn't seem to make any sense to her, but the completed work looked rather attractive. Neat circles, oblongs, ovals, and triangles weren't bad at all. Her father had grumbled a bit when Ellie had told him Teacher said she needed to bring enough money for a writing pad, but Mother had said she felt good penmanship was important. And so, reluctantly, he gave her the money. She remembered how terribly rich she felt that morning as she carried the coins tied in the corner of her clean hanky, and how happy it made her as she handed it to Teacher. Her joy was complete when Miss Olive handed her the new writing book. There's many things that I can relate to in this story. First of all, yes, money does make a person feel good. But why? Why does money make a person feel empowered? It's not because paper and metal are inherently valuable. Instead, it gives us things that we truly want, that is our passion, either because we like to collect things that are fun, like bracelets, jewelry, or for those who are extremely wealthy, cars or sailing boats. But also, it gives us an opportunity to pursue common interests that can help us relate to one another. So a writing book is a form of media that can convey information. We write things down in a notebook and we can send a letter and therefore communicate, and it's a delight to get mail. It's a delight to have someone take the time and courtesy to say, hey, I remember you. I really want to say something to you, and you've requested a letter before, and I really care. And that's precisely why when I read this particular story and I came across the writing tablet excerpt, I was so happy. And obviously, Ellie in the story is a writer too. And despite the fact that her father was begrudging her the money, thinking somehow that it was a foolish expenditure on her part, Ellie was adamant and felt worthy of that money. And her mother clearly was an empowering figure in her life, a maternal powerhouse of sensibility. And this is a really good story, and I'm definitely going to read it more as time goes on. This book was a gift to me by one of my best friends in all the world, Shelley Bartlett. And despite the fact that she and I cannot communicate at this time, I am extraordinarily grateful for her mentorship as a Christian lady, and she's been a real beacon of hope for me. And I'm very happy that she gave me this book, because she knows me so well, and she took the time to share a commonality together, a love of reading, a love of education, a love of faith, a love of simplicity, and certainly an encouragement to the female Christian to give a voice to her beliefs and her energy and her love. Thank you.